That helped me so much. And that vivid dream I had, I jumped up out of bed because the force I felt of trying to close the door, and it was pushed against me. And I felt the force so strongly. And when I said, I don't have to close the door, I don't have to even finish off, tie up every single last loose end.
Camagu, welcome. Janine here from Gentle Warrior. I just want to share a little clip from a session that I've just had with such a beautiful, amazing client. And that is where we are discussing not shutting doors and opening other doors, and that period in between as well. It's such a beautiful, important message that came out of our reading. This client, we do block booking sessions. So we work with each other for 6 weeks, and then we transition into another 6 weeks.
Yeah, it helped me enormously now. And it broke a cycle from my past as well of how I would have dealt with a situation like that.
Because we did honestly in the past believe that like a chapter comes to the end, then you need to slam that door shut. Like that's it. That
never to open again.
So yeah, and like your dream, there was somebody like pushing and going like no, like stop, and you were like, we're really trying to force it because that's what's built in us. Like that chapter is done and dusted. I never want to see that again. I never want to go through that pooey, like that was terrible experience, and now I'm ready for the future, and then forcefully trying to bash the new door down. And your dream was like just so beautifully heartfelt and going, no, like there's no reason to this experience that you went through was like it was a challenge, but it was an experience that molded you. That experience awoken you so much deeper that you probably wouldn't have easily awoken like you did. We wouldn't have done the level of work because of everything. And it took your light and it shone it brighter than it's ever done before, to the point where people have been contacting you, as you said, and saying like, oh my gosh, so-and-so, felt this just sitting around you. That's because that experience triggered that in you. So there's no need to try and disown that experience. So we just start now in this new energy. We just start to flow into the new chapter. Everything is much more fluid. It's not a hard shut there, new start here. It's kind of like what we did now, we took that moment to embrace, where you embraced yourself, just celebrating and honoring what happened. And then, that healing that they're doing on you right now, healing the cycles, breaking the cycles and unplugging, not removing memories from you, not removing the experience, just removing the stories and the energy around it, so that when you now flow into your new chapter, you're in brand new energy. You don't have any traumas or shocks attached to you, just the fact that you lovingly came through that experience and shone even brighter. And like you said, we never do it in schools and studies. We never, ever finish a year and go, oh, let's celebrate what we just went. We just go from that into a short break where school ends or closes, and there's a little bit of a breather, and then we bam, back into goal setting, back into challenges, and back into everything again. And we haven't wrapped off that energy and come into a new frame of mind so that we start again.
Even if
more flow.
Even if kids do it at school with the leaving cert, and that there's drink and other substances involved in it, so they don't really kind of feel it. They don't.
No, it's a release, isn't it? It's more of a shutdown as opposed to what we just need to celebrate, to honor. It's a kind of like, that was so intense, I need to shut my system down. Because that's how I switch off. Where what we're saying is we don't switch off from anything. We don't try to get rid of the experience. We embrace the experience, but we remove any cycles that are trapped in us that make us see it anything differently than an experience that made us stronger.
Yeah.
I love this conversation, Teresa. We better get back to your healing and your reading. Do you mind if I share this bit?
Yes.
Do you want me to share the video, or do you want me to share the audio only?
Yeah, whatever you think.
Okay, great. I love this. I need to do this more with my community.
Share away.
It's a great conversation. I won't be sharing the rest of what we're about to discuss because we're about to go into your healing, and then we're going to